It's a satellite radio program. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, the one, the only, Howard Stern. Howard. You look great, Howard.
You know, it's, I couldn't decide whether I wanted to come on the show. I wanted to have something relevant to say, but I felt it's Christmas.
Yes.
I'm now on satellite radio.
Right.
I put on this outfit, and I brought you a beautiful gift of Sirius Satellite Radio.
Oh, my God,
is the
Howard.
brand new
my
stiletto.
God. Wow.
Thank you. And in the true Christmas spirit, I have brought satellite radio for everyone in the audience.
Oh, my God. Look at
Great. You know,
Thank you, Howard. That's very generous.
You know what I feel like? I feel like the White Oprah. I watch these shows. I see Oprah giving away radios. She gives away cars. That I could give this to your audience tonight. It's a way to...
Very nice of you.
Hope you enjoy it. It's great. I brought my own notes.
You brought your own notes.
I did. I got to tell you.
Would it have killed you to wax, for God's sakes?
I don't know. You know, I got to tell you, now that I'm on satellite...
How's that going, by the way?
It is going so great. We started out with 600,000 listeners in 1 year. Right. January will be 1 year. We now have almost 6 million, I understand.
Whoa,
so,
God.
We're growing, and it's
And what is it now that the listeners get that they used to not be able to get for free? What is it they're paying for now that they get that they couldn't get for free?
It's a much better experience. I'm happier. The show is better.
But really, is that what people want you? I don't think
people want a happy Howard. You know what it is, Dave? It's a lot of freedom. We get on there. There's less commercials. Right. We only have a couple an hour. You can really let things go. People seem to be looser.
Is it the same group of folks?
Same group of folks.
Is Baba Booey still with you?
Baba Boohai is still there,
Thank
and the language is even looser, and people loosen up as a result. Right. You know how sometimes a guest can be uptight, but even my staff, the first week we get there, we had staff revelations. Everyone had to reveal something about themselves that was unusual. Robin comes on, who works with me over 20 years, and says, I have something to admit. I use meat and vegetables to pleasure myself. And I'm thinking, how well... Right? It's crazy. How well do you really know a person? You know what I mean? How long have you been working with Paul?
Has she ever used a chalupa?
Look how happy he is. Jenna Jameson, the porn star, comes on. Looks beautiful, looks good,
Now, don't tell me there's something weird about her.
There was. It turns out she comes on the show and she starts telling me that she did a promotion with Jenny McCarthy, beautiful Jenny McCarthy.
Yes.
And she says, I went into the ladies' room with her and we got to third base with each other.
Wow.
Now, let me tell you something. On the old kind of radio, you couldn't even say third base.
Really?
Everyone would be like, third base. They come running in the room. They start hitting buttons and all this, and we're talking about third base.
Well, what exactly is third base, Howard? Third
you want to know?
Yes, I would like to know.
Well, Dave, and this is something you're going to have to talk to your son about eventually, I know. So this is good for you to keep... Well, it's hard to describe on regular television, but there is a manipulation with fingers that are involved in going underneath people's clothing.
This coming from a man in a dress, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's great. And I'll tell you, thank you. It's not a dress. It's more like what Nosferatu would wear.
I'm sorry.
It's something special for the occasion.
Now,
but I'm loving.
Let's talk about the holiday season. I heard something this afternoon I had trouble believing, because I kind of thought you were like me, that you didn't really go to parties and stuff. And I heard you went to a big holiday party the other night.
I'm just like you. I'm very much like you. I don't leave the house.
Right.
I make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And nobody knows if I'm married or single or what. By the way, how's that going?
It's going very well so far.
Still no marriage.
As long as we can get away with it.
What you're kidding me.
So you went to Bryant Gumbel.
You got to hear this.
An old associate of ours at NBC.
I got to tell you something. Since I got on this satellite radio, I'm accepted by a whole new crew.
Really?
I find that celebrities want to hang around with me, and I'm very nervous doing this. I don't know if I'm accepted. I don't know anything. I meet Bryant Gumbel and his wife. Lovely woman, nice people. I figure this guy hates me. Turns out he likes me. He's a fan, and he invites me to his Christmas party. This is just the other night. So I decide to go. And I got a lot of trepidation because I don't know who's going to be there. Sure. I walk in. Who's the first person I see at Bryant Gumbel's party? Oprah's best friend, Gayle King.
Oh.
I immediately say to my girlfriend, let's get out of here. This can't go well.
Right.
I'm a nervous wreck. So she says, no, it's going to be fine. We avoid her. There's plenty of rooms in Bryant Gumbel's apartment. This guy did pretty well, if you know what I mean. So I walk and I avoid this woman, and all of a sudden I hear, Howard. Who is it? Gayle King.
Okay, sure.
Next thing I know, lovely woman. I'm starting to realize why Oprah loves this Gayle King. This woman is so engaging. She's engaging me in conversation. I can't believe it. I go, what if I was to steal Oprah's best friend?
Right.
Imagine you open up the newspaper and I'm Oprah's best friend. Oprah, it was a lovely conversation. The woman was great, and I'm getting nervous. Finally, she drops the bomb. She goes, Oprah and I know everything you say, and you've said terrible things about Oprah. And I go, listen, I don't remember yesterday. I don't know what I said about Oprah. I know I've said horrible things about Oprah, but you had your thing with Oprah. She said, didn't you say that you wanted Oprah to eat a ham sandwich and die and choke on a ham sandwich? I said, I might have said that, but who the hell knows?
Exactly.
I don't know.
You can't keep track of that kind of thing.
These celebrity parties.
But let me ask you this. Now, because human nature being what it is, now that you've had this encounter, this lovely evening with Gayle King, would you now think twice about saying things about Oprah in the future?
Let me tell you something. My audience knows this. I got to talk about Oprah. I'm not changing for anybody. Right. This is it. But I got to tell you, it does make you think. You don't want to, and this was like kind of a nightmare for me because I decided, let me walk away from Gayle King, see who else is here. Bryant Gumbel says, let me show you my media room. This guy, where he watches sports, he's into sports.
Sure.
I'm sitting there. Who walks in to the media room? Al Roker, who hates my guts.
Oh, my God.
And I know he hates my guts, and I can't remember why this guy hates my guts. I'm sitting there, I go, I know I said something about Al Roker.
Choking to death on a ham sandwich?
No. I was talking to him about the fact, I was on the air, I said, listen, we know this guy stapled his stomach. Who are we kidding here? He didn't lose massive amounts of weight.
I think he admitted that, didn't he?
I don't know, not at first. And I got mad, and I said, listen, this guy, every time I turn on the TV, he's eating barbecue, he's eating ribs, he's got all kinds of things going on. He's got a pin in his stomach, he ought to come clean. Hated me for that. Yeah. So he walks in, I go, hi, Al. He shakes my hand. We walk out of there like we're in a chain gang. It was miserable. Then I walk out. Who's talking to Gayle King? Stole her away from me? Spike Lee. He hates me.
Really?
Spike Lee hates me because I thought all of his movies were like amateur movies. It looked like NYU student movies, but I did like Malcolm X, and I said, I'm going to get the hell out of here. And I did meet a friendly face. I met, not Kathy Lee, the other one, Kelly Ripa. The other one.
Boy, your stock is soaring.
I like her. I like anybody who's not Kathy Lee on that show.
But again, Howard, did this give you any pause for consideration, any kind of introspection? If you're afraid to go out because people hate you because of the things you've said, honestly, that's got to work on you at some level. Maybe Dave, change a little bit.
You're absolutely right. Sometimes I say to myself, maybe I should elevate myself. Maybe I should become an elder statesman of radio after all. And then I realize I'm the guy who comes on the Letterman show with no pants. What am I elevating? I'm going nowhere fast. It ain't going to happen, Dave.
We'll be right back here with Howard Stern, everybody.